Hi guys, so today I have another review and swatch video for you. I'm going to be swatching the NYX Velvet Matte lipsticks. I received 10 of these from the London Drugs After Dark event, which is the same place that I received the Liquid Suedes and the Cosmic Metals, which I already have swatch videos of filmed and up on this channel, so I will link those down below in case you are interested. As I just said, I have 10 of these. There are 12 apparently. I just checked online. So there are 2 I am missing. One of them is one of the purples and one of the nudes I'm missing. But just like my other recent swatch videos, I will leave a list of all of the colors down below that I've swatched along with their timestamp, so you can jump to that if you just want to see one particular color or a couple of colors and don't want to watch the whole video. So with that said, this is obviously the packaging that they come in. Kind of similar to a couple of their other lipsticks. It's got the color that shows right under there, and it actually is the tube of lipstick that shows, so it's very true to color. It's got sort of a rubberized matte texture, kind of like a NARS packaging or some of the e.l.f. stuff as well, kind of does the same thing. The lipstick itself has a very slight sugary scent. It's not really like especially vanilla-y or chocolatey or fruity or anything. It's kind of just smells like sugar to me. It might be very slightly vanilla-y, but once it's on your lips, you really can't tell, so I don't think that the scent matters a lot. I'm also going to swatch these on my hands. This is the color that I'm wearing right now, by the way. This is called Duchess, and I'll try to leave my swatch pictures up on my blog just so you have like another reference for the actual colors. And that's what that looks like right there. It's sort of a... It's a very weird color. It's a little bit... It's definitely got a purple base to it, but it's sort of a gray-brown purple. It's very fall, and I love it. So that one's really great. The texture of them is really nice. They're really lightweight. They don't really go super dry on the lips. They don't patch. They don't have the greatest coverage. You do have to build them up a bit, and I find that even once you've built them up, they show a little bit of the tone of your lip through. Some colors more than other colors, but a lot of the colors still look really good even with the like slight transparency. Yeah, they're really comfortable. They're not drying, like I said. They don't get flaky on your lips. They glide on really nicely. They're nice and creamy. They're like a pretty solidly good lipstick. They've got some really great colors, especially for fall. There's a couple of brights and a couple of crazy darker colors, like there's a blue and 2 purples. There's a couple of bright pinks, but there's lots of nudes and deep neutral colors. Not entirely sure if they're available in Canada yet. I tried to look on the NYX Canada website and nothing came up. These are different from their regular matte lipsticks, which are on the Canadian site. I could only find these on the American site for now, which is where I found that there are 12 shades, not 10. And on there they're selling for $7 American. So they'll probably be $9 or $10 Canadian when they release in Canada. They're quite good, especially for the price, so I would definitely recommend them if any of the colors interest you. So how I'm going to try these on is I'm going to go kind of from the crazier, darker, less wearable colors into the pinks, then the reds, and finish with the rest of the neutrals. I would have put this one with the neutrals, but it's the one I was wearing today, so I thought I would start with it. So the next one I'm going to try on for you is Midnight Muse, which I originally thought was a black shade, but it's actually a really deep blue. You can see on my hand that it is a very deep blue color. It's a lot deeper than MAC's Matte Royal, which is, it's a shinier blue. I think it's an amplified formula or a satin, but it's got a little bit more brightness and like royal blueness, whereas this one is very deep and dark, even if my camera doesn't want to focus. This one I think is slightly drier, at least to apply. It doesn't feel very different from the others on the lips, but to apply it did feel a little bit drier and took a little bit more building up. But that is Midnight Muse. That's what that looks like. It's very deep. Just looking at the mirror I have set up so I can see what my camera is filming, it looks black, but it's not. It is a very deep deep blue. Next shade is a purple, and that is called Disorderly. And this is sort of a darker blue tone purple. The purple I don't have, I think, is a little bit warmer and a little bit brighter. So sorry I don't have that one to try for you, but this is Disorderly. Again, I haven't tried this one out on my lips yet. Actually, that looks really similar to Kat Von D Love to me. That's a really pretty purple. I really like that. It looks like a purple crayon, just like in the package itself. Something about the like very slight shininess looks very waxy, like a Crayola crayon. So as you can see, this one is sticking to some of the drier patches on my lips. So while it's not a drying formula itself, it might not be the best if you do have dry lips. You could easily get around that by like using a lip balm as you're doing your makeup, wiping it off before you put this lipstick on, or even just putting this lipstick on over top, though that will make it less of a matte color. Personally, I don't mind and I would wear it like this. But if this bothers you, then yeah, it's not super bad. It just looks a little bit darker around the edge of the dry patches. So that is Disorderly. So for the first pink shade, I have Unicorn Fur, which is a bright blue toned pink. It's pretty intense, but also very me. So I really love it. So there that is right there. Nice bright pink, a little bit reminiscent of Candy Yum Yum, which is again a sort of blue toned pink. So I've worn this color a couple of times and I do find that it looks a lot more opaque than some of the other shades in the range. Also, I feel like it stays on the lips really well throughout the day and kind of fades gracefully when it does start to fade. So that's what Unicorn Fur looks like. I really love the color. I think it's really beautiful. Next, a similar pink is Miami Nights. This is a warm tone instead of a cool tone. It's kind of the same brightness, but warm rather than cool. So they're very subtly different colors, but yeah, this one is just a little bit, possibly a little bit deeper and definitely warmer, and this one is much cooler, got a little bit of blue in there. So there's that one on the lips. It's a really great, bright, neutral pink. And by neutral, I don't mean like nude. I mean like mid-tone, not warm, not cool. So yeah, really, really beautiful color again. The last pink tone that I have to show you is called Effervescent and is a much more neutral sort of rose pink. A lot closer to like a natural lip color. So there's the swatch. It definitely reminds me of sort of like a tea rose type of color, if that makes any sense. I've also worn this one a few times. You can sort of see the similarity between this and like my natural, slightly irritated lip color. So it's still like, it's fairly natural. This one just might have a very slight coral tone to it. It's a little bit warm, but yeah, it's really, really pretty and I think would work for a ton of people. So now we're on to the red tones. So I'm gonna start off with the brightest red, which is called Blood Love. This one is a fairly warm, very slightly orangey red. I have not tried this one on the lips yet. There it is right there. Pretty basic red lipstick color. So I totally messed up my lip shape that time, but I actually really like this color in the matte. I think if it was shiny, I wouldn't enjoy the tone of it, but I think it works really, really well in the matte formula. It's very, very Snow White. And actually Blood Love is a really good name for that color because look at the tone it came off on this cotton pad. It looks like I just wiped up fresh blood. Anyway, next I'm trying out Volcano, which is a deeper, more vampy winter red. I haven't tried this one out, which is surprising because it looks amazing. So there is the swatch. You can see it's a little cooler, a little deeper, and yeah, really vampy and pretty. Also, I feel like I forgot to mention, but both this red and the last red, the application and pigmentation and texture are just beautiful. They go on really, really nicely, and they don't have that sort of showing your lips through thing that some of the other tones do. So yeah, these and the pinks are probably some of the best in the line. So this next one is the palest shade that I received, and it is called Beach Casual. And that looks super, super nude. I have swatched this one in my hand. I haven't put it on my lips because it looks to me like it's going to give me a slightly brown concealer lip, and I'm a little scared. So there's the swatch of it. It is a really weird lipstick color for me. I know there's going to be some people who are like, that's such a great color, but it's just totally freaking me out. Yeah, that looks really weird to me. I don't know if it's just because it's something I'm not really comfortable with, or if it looks better than I think it does. Let me know what you think, or who you think would be the right skin tone for such a pale nude shade. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna look at this like while I'm editing, and I'm gonna be like, actually, that looks pretty good on me. But in person right now, looking in like the mirror, it's very weird, and I don't think I like it. But that's that. It went on really nicely. All right, I put some foundation and powder just around my lips so that I would look a little less abused around the lips. So for the last color that I'm going to show you is Charmed, and this is a fairly similar color to the first one I showed you, which was Duchess. This one's just a little bit more red toned, a little more warm and brick-like. So that is Charmed right there, and that was Duchess. So again, it's kind of very similar, but this is the warmer one. This one is cooler. Kind of like these two are very similar, except there's a warmer one and a cooler one. So yeah. And that's what that looks like on the lips. It's kind of sort of a bricky rose color, or you could almost wear it as like a daytime red, I think. But yeah, I think that's really, really pretty. Very nice. I think, worn this one too. I've worn about half of these in like my everyday life. And yeah, I really like the formula. They're really comfortable. They feel great. They don't smell like anything too much. They're not really hard to reapply. My only problem with them is that some of them are a little patchier than others and take a little bit of building up to get the pigmentation, but some of them are great and I don't have that problem at all. Like this one went on really, really easy. So yeah, I will leave a link to a couple of places that you can buy these down below if you are interested in picking up any of them. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and let me know down in the comments whether you have tried these, or if you're interested in trying them, or what your favorite matte lipsticks are, because those are my favorite formula or finish, I guess, of lipstick. So let me know what your favorites are down in the comments below, and subscribe to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Makeup Revolution Redemption Eyeshadow Palette Iconic 3, which is this thing right here. And if these colors look familiar to you, that's because this is basically a dupe of the Urban Decay Naked 3.